Welcome back, everyone, to our latest frozen pizza review. And I do believe the trick to finding a high-scoring frozen pizza is to think outside of the box. See, there's no box. All right, clever. So what we've got in front of us is a Malnati's Chicago thin cheese pizza. Here's the thing. Whenever I go to Chicago, my favorite place to go is Malnati's. And I love their deep dish pizza. Their butter crust, oh my God, is so good. But, you know, here in Phoenix, what do? Well, it turns out they did open Malnati's restaurant. Actually, a couple of them here in Phoenix. One of them has already since closed. And at the restaurants, they do sell some of their pizzas frozen. So in this case, these thin crust pizzas are actually made in Chicago and then shipped to the stores. If you happen to have a Malnati's retail restaurant, rather, near you, they have in the lobby area a freezer section, a small freezer with the pizzas ready to take and bake. So luckily enough, we do have a carry-out Malnati's about 20 minutes from where we are. And I stopped in there to pick up one of their crustless pizzas. If you're keto, diabetic, you're trying to avoid gluten. So what they do with their crustless options is they use a sausage. Of course they do, it's Chicago. The sausage becomes the crust and they build the pizza on top of that. So therefore it is crustless, but they don't sell those frozen except if you order from a website like GoldBelly or Taste of Chicago. Now, for many of you watching the video, you may not have a Malnati's near you because it's not a franchised thing. It's a family-owned operation, so they don't have as many locations. But if you like what you see or you're curious, either GoldBelly or Taste of Chicago. Is it Tastes or Tastes? I'll put the links in the video description below. So I've never had the thin style of pizza, what Chicago would call a tavern-style pizza. And at least not from Malnati's. We ended up going over to our local carryout Malnati's to get the crustless pizza, but I won't review that because it's not frozen. However, it's delicious. Of course it is. But while I was there, their freezer section's right there in the lobby of the carryout area, and I saw this and I asked, I said, are these made here in the restaurant, these frozen items? And he said the deep dish frozen pizzas are made in the restaurant, but the thin crust are made in Chicago. So I got one of each, and they're around $20 a piece. A couple dollars difference, but for both of them, it was around $40 frozen. Just cheese. Is it worth it? Will this be a new favorite? It says to put it in the oven at 425 degrees for 16 to 20 minutes. It comes with a metal baking pan, and it just says put this on the center oven rack. Do not microwave it. Place it in the center of the oven rack, not on a tray, not on aluminum foil. This tray that the pizza's in, leave it in there. Just take the plastic off. The cardboard's there to keep it from warping and chipping. Toss the cardboard out. So I'm going to go do that now. I'm going to go throw this into the oven. And then I'll see you back here in about 2 seconds, for you anyway, with the finished product, and we'll give it a taste test and see how it compares. I'm getting excited because I'll tell you what, if this is just a lighter version of the deep dish, I'll be buying this again. All right, stand by. I'm coming right back. All right, this is 18 and a half minutes in my oven, and you can see the way that it cooked. Commercial oven is going to do a lot better with pizza, and this is one of the challenges that frozen pizza makers have. So you can see we got nice caramelization on the cheese here and over here, and then just here and here. Not so much. I did rotate this around in the oven while it was cooking just to try and prevent that from happening, but there's only so much you can do. And it looks pretty good to me, and it smells absolutely amazing. I wish you could smell this. The dough in particular has a very fresh baked bread scent, and I can't wait to try this pizza. Now, because it is just cheese, I did bring out my crushed red pepper just in case it needs a little something, just a little kick. I'm not sure yet. It might just be perfect the way it is. Or Maybe it's terrible. I doubt it, but could be. Could be. So here we have it. Let me get it out of the tray so I can cut it, and we'll take a quick look at how this crust is cooked. I mean, theoretically, you could use that tray again. It's just cheap aluminum. It's not going to withstand much abuse, but it's really intended for a one-time use. But that came out of there nice and easy. It didn't stick. Nothing worse than if you cook on foil and the bottom of the pizza is sticking to the foil and the foil's tearing, and it's what a pain. Here's a close-up look. Oh wow, that crust is pretty firm. Oh, it looks really, really cooked well. I've noticed we got a little crack in our crust right here. That's okay. I've got my pizza wheel. I'm ready to get to work. I might as well make my first cut where they've already started. And yeah, that is a firm crust. Look at that. Nice. And then normally the way I cut these so you guys get the best view is I'll cut one of the halves in half again. And then one of these quarters I'll cut in half again. So we get a little bit of a look here of a typical slice, as well as a quarter, which can be easier to pick up. Notice the toppings aren't all sliding off. That's a good sign. Then, of course, our full half. This thing is still really, really hot, but I am smelling this, and I really want to dive in. And if I can keep myself talking, it gives it more time to cool down. So, without further ado, right now, my initial reaction is it's a little bland, but the sauce is really good. The crust is a little softer than I was expecting it to be, but it may be because it's still pretty hot. The cheese is amazing. So we take a couple more bites as my brain continues to process this texture and flavor combination to decide, because it's not bad and it's not amazing. That's why I'm stuck. If it's not bad and it's not amazing, what is it? It's better than okay. It's between okay and amazing. It's not helpful, is it? And the crust is firming up as it's cooling down. That crust is really, really good. Let me try some crushed red pepper and see if that's maybe the missing zing. I don't know. We'll just try it and see. Ooh, that's got a nice bite to it now. Okay, that woke it up. Also, this crust, this isn't the kind of crust I would set aside. This is a very light crust, more similar to a pie crust. That crust is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh yeah. This sits between an 8 in the beginning and a 10 towards the crust. So how do I score this? I'd say let's pick the number between 8 and 10, because it's both. It's both an 8 and then it becomes a 10. I'm going to say this is a 9 out of a 10. I think it's a little bit pricey for what you get, but if you're used to eating DiGiorno and Red Baron and Tony's and Tombstone and Jack's from the frozen food aisle, do yourself a favor and try one of these. So there you go. It's a 9 out of a 10, a recommended purchase, and we definitely recommend you give it a shot. And if you have, let us know what you thought about it. Or if there's another one you think we should reach out and find that you think is better than this, please let us know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you on the next frozen pizza review video coming up right after this. Bye for now.